Well, that was quite a surprise, but started number 3.19 is now in PTU Wave 1, and so I spent about 2 hours and a half trying out for you guys, so these are my first impression of 3.19 PTU and also what's going on here with this patch. So, testing focus are general stability, Lorville 2.0, salvage contract missions, tractor beam, item attach and detaching, ghost hollow reclaimer PvP mission, and mission density management. There are a couple of known issues that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. First, let's talk about salvage contracts. Now, unfortunately, my computer froze during a salvage mission, so I lost all the footage, but I was able to take a few of those, and they do spawn some smaller ships, but they are usually not alone. They're accompanied by other ships, so it's actually possible to fill in a full hull of a vulture if you want so, but I believe that the other ships are perhaps from missions from other players as well, because I noticed other players came and also managed to salvage a couple of materials from some of those ships too. Now, sadly, as I said, the computer froze, so I lost all the footage, but I'll definitely make a dedicated video about this feature. Have not been able to try the Ghost Hollow PvP mission, but it says that it's not ready for feedback and testing, so that's okay. Lorville 2.0 though, which is what you are seeing here, is very impressive, I have to say. I was really mind blown by the fog and the pollution. When I arrived at Lorville, I was like, I can't see anything, this is insane. So you really have to fly low to get to have a visual of where you are going, and I find that very cool. Also, I like the new architecture more than I thought, actually. Perhaps it looks much better with all of that pollution here. Feels very oppressive indeed. As far as the city itself, it feels very familiar, right? You still have the same train lines. I think that the ride is a little bit shorter than what it was from the spaceport to L19 as well, but pretty much everything that you're familiar with is the same. But what's not the same is ArcCorp. Again, I lost all the footage, so I'll have to make a dedicated video, but they have volumetric clouds on ArcCorp right now, which is making also a whole difference. Finally, they got rid of the 2D clouds over there. And also, they have the new player experience with a brand new rebranding of the city, including new signs. That we're gonna see all of that in the video coming soon later this week. Next, tractor beam, item attaching and detaching. This is working quite well. I did a bounty hunting mission and I soft-defed my opponent, and after that I left the ship, took some of the weapons, put them into my cargo hold. I went to Port Olisar and I was able to sell everything for a nice little payout, I gotta say. So that's very nice, and it's definitely going to make a lot of interaction with NPCs and players alike very interesting. More that also in another video. Density Manager mission update is very interesting. If you're doing bunker missions now, everything should be cleaned up. That means corpses, but also weapons that are on the floor when people leave the area, so that when people come back, the location streams all fresh. Alright guys, well, that's pretty much it for my first impression. It's working quite well. I only had one freeze, which was very annoying. But apart from that, I was able to play for a straight session of 2 hours without much difficulties, so that's pretty good. So yeah, right now it's still in wave 1, but very soon it will be in other waves as well. I believe that they want to be releasing this patch for the Invictus Fleet Launch Week, which is going to be happening from May 19th all the way until May 30th. So they still have a couple of weeks to polish pretty much everything that's over there. There's quite a list of known issues, including low frames at Lorville, which is definitely something that I have experienced. Also, I tried to do a little bit of mining as well with the new mining experience. Well, unfortunately, all of the rocks that I found were not scannable, but that is also a known issue, and they did say that mining is blocked for this particular build. I noticed a couple of replace me balls also, especially in the habs of Area 18. Again, that's also in the list of known issues too. So there we have it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you tried 3.19 in the PTU? What kind of an experience do you have so far? Again, all of that needs to be taken with a pinch of salt, because we've all seen a PTU for 3.18 working perfectly fine, and then when it went into the PU, it was a big disaster. Same thing could very well happen with 3.19, so keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much to all my Patreon and YouTube members who made this video possible, including Dr. Robin, Wolfpack, Bug, Zeo, Crusher, and Deplorable Infidel. I've been Iran. I'll talk to you guys later.